All right, so today was a crazy day for college football playoffs, man. Like a lot of things happened. So, of course, we had the Peach Bowl and the Rose Bowl today, but we were also supposed to have the Sugar Bowl. But some idiot wants to ruin everything, you know? And a couple blocks down from the stadium, a guy he drove his vehicle into 15 people, well, into a crowd. He killed 15 people and injured dozens of people from the situation. He then ended up getting in a shootout with the cops and dying on the scene. Now, I don't know any further details about who it was, the motive, or anything like that. But honestly, it's sickening how people will do these types of things. Like, there's other things you can do to take your anger out on, like, you can go boxing, video games, um, you can, all any martial arts, you can go see therapy, you can go to a rage room, you can do all these types of things to help get your anger out. And instead, you want to take innocent lives. And the police are calling it a terrorist threat. Obviously, they can't charge the guy because, I mean, technically, I heard you can charge people even when they're dead, but I mean, it's not going to matter. The person is not alive. So, anyways, he would have been charged with a terrorist threat, multiple homicides, etc., etc. So, rest in peace to those who lost their lives, to those who are in the hospital fighting. I pray that y'all make it through. Condolences to the families who lost somebody through this situation. It's absolutely sickening in my eyes. All right, so we had the Peach Bowl between Texas and Arizona State. Everybody thought, even me, thought that Texas was going to wipe the floor clean with Arizona State, especially with how Penn State did Boise State so dirty. We just thought, it's and keep in fact that Texas also blew the doors down on Clemson, which is a powerhouse team. Now, obviously, they're kind of dwindling down, but it's still Clemson. It's still Dabo Sweeney. You know, coming in double digit favorites, and these boys, they 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 start out uh first. Arizona State starts out with the ball. They come down. They're driving down the field. 12 plays, 63 yards, end up with a field goal. Then Texas comes out, and they just made it look so easy. 2 plays, 77 yards, pass from Quinn Ewers to Moore. And then um what's it called? Arizona State, they have their drive and they stall out, and then they have to punt. This man Silas Bolden, being Silas Bolden, takes it takes it 75 yards to the house. Like when I seen the video, well, I didn't see the video. Like I was actually watching it live, and that is crazy. Like the way he maneuvered through all those people and then broke down in the middle, crazy. And then they ended up getting another stop. Uh well, a couple stops. And then 8 minutes into the second quarter, uh, Texas is driving, 13 play drive, ended up kicking a field goal. So it's 17-3 at halftime, right? We're thinking, okay, 17-3 at halftime. Texas is they're not manhandling the team, but they got great control of the game. And so here comes Arizona State, right? They're driving it down the field, driving in, driving and driving, and then 4th and 2, I believe it was. Scatabo goes down and he he gets stuffed at the line, right? And it's like, y'all, like, this is the third fourth down stop Texas has had. And like, Scatabo, you're supposed to be this guy. I mean, I know you got 60 yards rushing at halftime, but you're supposed to be this guy. You're not really showing us. But then the very next play, Shamari Simmons ends up getting a safety on Texas. So it now moves the score 17-5, Texas. So then, safety punt, they come down. Arizona State, they come down, and they looking like they came here to ball out. And once again, they stall out. They end up kicking a field goal, and then Texas comes down and they score their touchdown with a Quinn Ewers pass, and it's starting to look like it's about to start to get out of control again. But what happens? Arizona State, they come driving down 10 plays, and they get the touchdown. They go for 2, and they get it. Now, their first touchdown, well, not their first touchdown, but their first touchdown was a pass from Scatabo, 42 yards. A 42-yard pass from a running back. It's crazy. And then they end up going for 2 and getting it. 2 plays later, they force an interception down the middle of the field. Great interception. The DB, he was underneath of Isaiah. I think it was Isaiah Bond. Caught the ball by the ends of it. Great play. So then what they do? They drive down and they score again. They're making it easy. They're making it look so easy. It's 24-24. And what's it called? The Texas kicker, what's his name? Bert Arbor is missing field goals. He's missing game-winning. So he misses that field goal, right? So now Arizona State has a chance to drive down the field from their 40 down the field, but they ended up punting. Texas get the ball back, and they're driving 8 plays. They get in the field goal range, and Burt misses another field goal. It's like, wow, because this dude is accurate as hell. So we go to overtime. Arizona State, they come out. It was like third and like maybe 10-ish or something like that. Third in a good chunk. He throws it to Scatabo. Scatabo catches the ball in the flats, hits a spin move, and while he's getting tackled, stretches the ball out, ends up about 1 yard short. Then they what's it called? They go for it, end up getting a QB sneak out of it. They ultimately end up 3rd and 14. The QB drops back, sees nothing open, steps up in the pocket. D lineman about to tackle him, like he could reach out and tackle him, but he doesn't. And then Sam skates down the middle, 16 yards. And then they ended up with a Scatabo touchdown. Texas gets the ball. They go Uh, 3 plays, not looking good. It comes down to a fourth and 8, and like this, what's his name, Golden, out of stat, runs a corner post, splits the safety. So the thing is, it was one high. There's a from the defensive side. There's a corner and wide receiver on the right side. They're 1-on-1, but then you got the two stacked over there. So he's playing more of that side, and he should have played that side even harder. Pause, because he threw it right over the top of the safety, which is crazy. And then they coming back from commercial break before the dang camera could get on the game. Like we see the tight end running into the end zone because hey, Quinn Ewers to Gunnar Helm down the sideline. And then Arizona State wasn't able to score. I mean, I didn't see that part, but they weren't able to score um, because I was looking at this Ohio State and Oregon game. When I tell you I turned the game off so fast, man, it was completely crazy how Jeremiah Smith, a freshman, just looking like he's a Heisman winner, like he's been there for 4 years, like even the commentator said like Emeka Ibuka is the most forgotten player, and the crazy thing is Emeka Ibuka is one of the most experienced receiver they have, and coming into the season was supposed to be the best receiver they got. He was supposed to be the man, you know. But it seems like Tate has took that step over him, and definitely Smith has definitely taken that step over. Smith might be the best wide receiver in the country. If we're really being honest with ourselves, Smith might be the best guy in the country because ain't no way this man has what he had like 2 catches for 75 yards. His first 2 catches were 75 yards. He ended the game with 7 receptions, 187 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Travion Henderson and Quinshon Judkins going off per usual, 94 and 85 yards respectively. Will Howard has 3 touchdowns with 319 yards. The other touchdown went to Emeka Ibuka off a crazy play. Throws it right down the middle of the field. Um, I forgot who it was. I think it was Johnson. He stuck his hand out, got his hand, tipped the ball, but Emeka Ibuka kept focus on it, grabbed the ball with his right hand, and basically dragged him into the end zone. Oregon's offense could not get anything going at all. It was 31-8. It was 31-0 at one point, but it was 31-8 at halftime. 29 for 41, 299 yards, 2 touchdowns. There was no rushing game at all. As a team, and keep in mind because sacks count as rushing yards. As a team, they had negative 23 rushing yards. Jordan James had 14. Jalen Lamar had 4. Noah Whittington had 3. Tez had 1. Tez had negative 1 off a reverse. And then Dylan Gabriel had negative 43 off of 12 carries. And like I said, a sack counts as, as that. Let me see. He finished with a QBR of 74.5, which is definitely not his best. He didn't throw any interceptions. Oregon did not fumble the ball. They just couldn't, you know, get anything done. They couldn't move the ball. Their first two drives were 3-and-outs. They could not get anything done. Ohio State was a 3-point favorite, right? And they ended up winning the game by 20. I'm telling you now, the winner of Ohio State and Texas is going to win it all. But I'm really thinking this is going to be Ohio State's year. Ryan Day does not. If Ryan Day does not win this year with this team, he is in the hot seat for real. Because this team is the way they've been playing these last two games is the way they should have been playing against Michigan. But these guys right here, they they're the ones. They are the ones to win it all. Anyways, that's the video. I'll have more videos to come. We'll talk when the Sugar Bowl happens. Thursday at 4 o'clock Eastern. We'll talk about that after that game. I think Georgia will win. That's just me. But anyways, I'll see y'all on the next one. I'm out.